LDC modules have 4 components: what task, what skills, what instruction, and what results. The module provides a blueprint for integrating content in a 2 to 3 week instructional plan, which engages students in reading, research, dialogue, and writing about important topics and issues. This video is designed to assist teachers in constructing the What Skills section of an LDC module. Let's take a look at the sample skills list included in each LDC module template. LDC provides a generic skills list for you, but you can develop your own. The purpose of the skills list is to identify the specific skills that students need to have or need to be taught in order to successfully address the teaching task. Every skills list has the same 3 components: skills clusters to show the grouping of the skills that make sense for how the teacher will teach them, the skill name, which identifies the reading and writing skills students must acquire to succeed on the teaching task, the skill definition, starting with the ability to, so the meaning of each skill a student must have is clear. When I think about the skills students need to be successful in addressing the teaching task, I'm deliberately backmapping from the teaching task. The broad skills clusters help me think about input and output. What will students need to take in or interact with to produce a written product? Let's think about how the skills list works using this example from a high school English course. What is freedom? After reading Anthem by Ayn Rand and excerpts by the transcendental writers Henry David Thoreau and Ralph Waldo Emerson, write an essay that addresses the question and analyzes the meaning of the word freedom from the author's perspective, providing examples to clarify your analysis. What conclusions or implications can you draw? A bibliography is required. In your discussion, address the credibility and origin of sources in view of your research topic. Identify any gaps or unanswered questions. As a teacher, I have a terrific assignment here. But how do I help students go from the task or assignment to a polished student essay? That's where the skills list comes in. Students need to be able to connect the task to what they already know. I'm going to call that a bridging conversation. You can label it however you'd like. The next set of skills my students need center on the ability to understand the assignment and what it will require to do the assignment. Together, these skills make up our first skills cluster, called Preparing for the Task. After students understand what the task is asking of them, they need to read and analyze multiple texts using appropriate active reading strategies. In this case, Anthem by Ayn Rand and excerpts by the transcendental writers Thoreau and Emerson. Students will need to understand essential vocabulary and analyze the text with the purpose of the task in mind. This means that students will need to identify relevant information and use an effective process to take notes. Then students will need to organize and prioritize their notes so that they will be able to define and discuss freedom from the perspectives of multiple authors. With the task in mind, I'll list the skills students need for the reading process, Skills Cluster 2. Next, students need to transition from the reading phase into the writing phase of the process. This could be accomplished through an activity which helps students to clarify their thinking and articulate their ideas, such as a value line or a discussion around the nature of freedom using a Paideia seminar format. We'll call this a bridging conversation and label the skills cluster Transition to Writing. Students are now facing the blank page, armed with their notes and ideas. These notes and ideas need consolidated and focused around one controlling idea or claim. Typically, students need to establish their thesis statements and frame the information related to the task in their first paragraphs. Then, they will plan and create their initial drafts and apply revision and editing strategies to polish their writing. You may also want to consider building the ability to peer edit into your skills list. We'll call this skills cluster the writing process. The skills list shown in this video is the generic template provided by LDC. With your students in mind and a little ingenuity, you can tailor the skills list to better match your needs. For more information about LDC and to see sample LDC modules, go to literacydesign collaborative.org.